Hey everyone, it's Aspen here. I'm very excited to educate you and tell you all about my cool tool, Participate.com. My cool tool, Participate.com, is the perfect, reliable source for both students and teachers to have collaborative spaces that engage community members and online or blended learning experiences around an organization's educational goals. So what is Participate.com? Participate.com is built for a specific reasoning of collaboration. It has discussion threads, direct messaging, community announcements, and peer mentorship and feedback that can lead an individual to successful learning. So, when using Participation.com, you can log in with your Twitter, Facebook, Google, or Clever account. This is also a way you can sign up. I have signed up with Google. And as you can see, I am on the basic login homepage. And I'm going to click login, and it automatically logs me in and remembers me. And as you can see right there, that was my Google account. All right, so as we can see, we are on my feed. And this is what automatically pops you up when you log into Participate.com. And we're actually going to come back to the feed later on when I go into more discussion of it. First, I want to start out with Discover Communities. So on your left-hand side, you will see Discover Communities, and you can click on that. So let's start with Discover Communities. Discover Communities is how an individual can find resources, discussions, and specific topics you're searching for. So not only does it have topics below that you can look at, such as these, but you can also search for whatever you're looking for. So, for example, if I was looking for a specific topic such as World War II, you could type it in the search bar and search it, and it comes up with all these collections. So, you're probably wondering, what is a collection? A collection is an organized grouping of resources such as websites, videos, apps, and articles. And when you click on it, you can click on to the collection, and it pops up what I had just stated. Different resources, such as these. It has collaborators. There's just one, but you can actually have many. And then also a discussion board. So within each collection, this is all what it has. It also has tags for where you can find it, and you can also subscribe to it. So as I clicked here, I subscribed to it. And you can also share the collection. So this is again a perfect way of researching resources and having the sort of data that you want. So going back to Discover Communities, you also have courses to your right. These are courses that are filled with data and information that you can learn more about, such as clicking Learn More. You can enroll, but you can also enroll for free. Now going back to the home. This is my personal profiles feed. As you can see, I have communities that I have clicked on and enrolled in, courses I've also enrolled in, and collections. Now going back to my feed, this is automatically comes up and is suggested for all my communities, courses, and collections. As you can see on the left-hand side, this is the perfect way to find everything you're looking for. If I search on communities, I have ones that I've saved and can view. But if you're wondering, you can search for communities, but you can also create your own. So, going into my own collections, I have made myself a math collection. As you can see, you can add resources, create tags, for people to find what they want to see, and you can also share it. You can also have a privacy setting on your resources if you don't want people to see your collections or anything. But mine is set to public. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new resource. There's link or upload. I'm going to go to desktop, and I have all these math pictures. You can put a description in and have a title. I'm going to choose one of those to be my thing and save it. And that is how you create your own collections. And you can have manage collaborators and have different people that you search and add. And you can also add a custom message. And then you have an open discussion within each collection. So, and that is how the basic way of collaborating and using Participate.com. As you can see over here, some things that I can mention really easily is direct messaging, searching, different collections, notifications if anyone has messaged you, and then if you're having trouble with the website, you can always start a conversation, search for articles, and talk to people that can help. Again, this is the perfect example of how you can use different resources and within yourself and finding resources to talk to people around the world. This is a great learning tool for students and teachers when dealing with collaborating sources